This video is going to demonstrate how to connect the Kelsoft Time-Ade time tracking software, which is web-based, to desktop QuickBooks. First thing we're going to do is log into the software. This is the reserved admin account that's set up for an organization when they start with Kelsoft Time-Ade. We're going to go to the administration menu and then to the Web Connector file. The QuickBooks Web Connector is the software we're going to use to make the connection between desktop QuickBooks and Kelsoft Time-Ade. We could either copy the contents of this file and save it as a text file locally, or send it as an attachment to an email address, which is what we're going to do there. We'll bring up our email program. Bring that into view now. Here's the email with the attachment. We'll save that. We'll pick someplace easier to find. Then we will look at the file itself. We can look at that real quick in a text editor. But now we're ready to open the QuickBooks Web Connector. Before I do that, this is the company on the desktop QuickBooks that I want to connect to the Kelsoft Time-Ade organization called Demo Full that we were just looking at. So I make sure the company is open. Go back to the file and then open it with the QuickBooks Web Connector. Because I have multiple companies set up here, you get this warning. So if you only have one company, you're not going to see this particular dialog. But if you do have multiple companies, what you want to do is, instead of replacing an existing application, if you're adding a new one, you want to click No to say create a duplicate application. And you get this dialog giving you a warning that this is going to access your sensitive QuickBooks data, and also it's very important to make sure that the correct company file is open to make this connection, especially if you're running multiple companies. Say OK to that. Bring up another dialog, and the one we want to suggest for pick for Kelsoft Time-Ade is whenever this QuickBooks company file is open. We have to do this selection also for Kelsoft Time-Ade because the sensitive data that we need, though we don't store any payroll data such as Social Security numbers, we do need to know whether the employee requires a timesheet, is using their timesheet for payroll calculation, because that's going to be important when the timesheet is downloaded into QuickBooks that is properly constructed. So we always check this box and then we say continue. You get another confirmation dialog and you say you're done. And now what's required is the same password you used when you logged into the web version or the web application Kelsoft Time-Ade. We enter that password in. We select yes, we want to save the password. And now we're ready to do our first sync with Kelsoft Time-Ade. We pick the one company that we have open. And we see our company name matching the company name in QuickBooks. And we've done our first sync with Kelsoft Time-Ade to QuickBooks. We'll take a quick look at Kelsoft Time-Ade just to show you some of the data that's brought in, and then we'll do further setup in the other videos. So when we add a user account, we now see employees that have been uploaded from QuickBooks as we've made that connection with the Web Connector. Thanks for watching, and there'll be other videos.